everyone. I misrecorded the audio of the person going around, so I'm giving it another go. We are doing Plasburst, pew pew pew, orbits around these cruisers. So without further ado, the load I'm loading using is Plasburst, jet engine ratio, reinforced hull. Typically like ion missile, ion torpedo. You can also use double ion missile and proton torpedo for faster radar burns. Here is the orbit we'll be learning today. Fire a shot, boost drift, fire a shot, boost drift, fire a shot, and you get very efficient damage, and you're very evasive while using this mode of fire. And the idea is to be able to keep this up basically forever without any problems, without getting too hurt by the cruiser or anything, for at least that 40-50 seconds that you're on attack phase. So how do we go from... Now this is a big change from like flying straight at the cruiser and just shooting it. So how do we do that? So the first step I take is to take kind of wider orbits around. Oh, there's some people here. That's fine. We take some wider orbits around the ship. So I'm kind of putting my crosshair like a bit far away from the cruiser when I boost. I'm not actually looking straight at it. I'm kind of perpendicular to it almost. Taking this wide orbit around the cruiser. And that's step one. That's what I recommend practicing. Can you stay consistent? What is this? About 200 to 300 distance away. And then as you get closer, you get to about 100 meters away. And the way I have the crosshair set up, I pull up and I hold it in center, and I pull up. That gets me on the cruiser, then I pull in center, pull up, while I drift, hold it in center as it passes, pull up, hold it to center. And what that does is, the other thing I do here is I pull up right before I boost drift, I pull up, and then I get all my turn rate during the drift. So pull up early, that gets me my crosshair's right on target like that. Pull all the way up, hold center, let it pass, all the way up, center, let it pass. So let's pull up, boost drift. Oops. A little low on boost energy there, reset. So I am here, pull up, boost drift, a little far away, and then hold, and then we hold, pull up, boost drift, hold in place, pull up, boost drift. I'm really looking for this kind of difference between where I can still see the cruiser, but I'm not going to launch straight into it. And then we add our firing cadence, pew, pew, hold for a second, whoops, a little lag there. Let's see. Pew, pew, and then back to engines, wait for a second, pew, pew, back to engines, wait for a second, pull up, pew, pew, back to engines, wait for a second, pull up, boost, pew, pew, back to engines and wait, and pull up, pew, pew. I recommend also trying this one at a time first, just to see if you can get that done correctly, get the hits in. But yeah, once you try this out, see if you can get the hang of it. It's very, very powerful. You can do it lengthwise too. I'm just doing it around the engine since there's no guns there and it's easy to see, but you can absolutely do this in this kind of movement pattern as well. Again, pull up right before you boost. Pull up right before you boost. Let it go. Pull up right before you boost. Pull up right before you boost. Ooh. And this is also very doable without multi-drift as well, by the way. I don't use multi-drift because I don't want to get too close to the cruiser. What happens if you get too close to the cruiser all the time and you're just constantly pulling up? Well, you end up overshooting the cruiser or launching straight into it. We don't want that to happen. So you always try to make nice control over... Have nice control over where our crosshair is. Give it a little space. Give it a little space. Little space, pull up. And I don't usually do more than 2 shots because it just tends towards just being a little bit more vulnerable for my taste, and you have to spend a little bit more time recharging engines and ending up with a little bit less boost energy. But it is totally possible if you really want to push the limits of your ship. Just not something I've quite figured out yet, so maybe that's your level up. Maybe you can be better than me. That's all, guys. Have a good one.